Well, a very good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Tenant Farmer. My name, as always, is David. Hope you're doing very well indeed. And today you join me whilst we are clearing up the last of the bales from our field. We've got a lot to do in this field at the moment. First of all, we need to clear the bales so we can actually get them with some machines. Then we're going to fill that sinkhole because that's not an ideal thing to have lying around here. And then after that, we're going to look to get a bit of muck spread into here. And also maybe run the sword lifter through it as well, just to see. There's a few areas I want to see if we can improve a little bit. So lots to happen, but before we can do any of that, like I say, we need to get this all cleared up, and we've made a good start on that front. So we'll just pick this lot up here. There you go. There's only 2 more trips to do, and then we're looking good now. Yeah, we've got some stone back at the yard from various different other projects that we're going to use to fill, or hopefully completely fill up that sinkhole. But we'll have to see how we get on with that one. And yeah, so far it hasn't taken us too long to clear this. When we do come in with a sword lifter here, I want to spend a bit of time really around this gateway and run down the strip. You'll see where the grass hasn't quite grown back quite so strongly. And I think that's compaction related there. It certainly hasn't helped with us coming back through this gateway again a lot whilst we stack these bales. So that's certainly something that we're going to have to look into. Make sure that we can address as well. Now, where's that gate gone? It's there. What we're also going to do here is just stick this the bales in the back here off on the side. And then we can pick these back up when we're ready. There you go. Not taking us too long to clear all this with the front loader and the bale spike there. Probably saves a little bit of time of having to come back in and hook the trailer on and all that good stuff. But yeah, as you can see, these bays are filling up nicely now, and we're in a good place. Happy with the quantity that we've got so far. Even happier that the fact that it's in and it is dry. That's always a key concern. As far as making small bale hay for the equestrian industry, for example, the quality is really something that we'll get looked into there. So we're looking good, and I'm happy about that. So we'll see how we get on. Just want to start these ones here. There you go. And then yeah, otherwise everything else is looking okay. We haven't got anything else on the deck at the moment. We haven't mowed anything else yet. There's some of the very early stuff that we cut won't be too far away. Not quite there yet, but it is in a position where we could maybe look into that relatively soon. But we'll see. No, this one's going to be a bit of a pain just to stick this into here around the pillars of the shed. Okay, that's it. We'll give that a bit of a nudge up from a different direction, I think, later on. And then yeah, so I think really with one more cut across some of our fields, we'll fill this that shed up pretty easily, I would imagine now, actually. So that's going to be great. Really will allow us to push on and yeah, bring in some extra revenue throughout the winter months there, which should be fantastic to see for the farm. Now, like I say, there's 2 more left here, so we'll spike these ones on the back. Because of the way I've got this set up here, I am having to angle down the spikes just so we can actually gather them properly, but it's working okay. Nice and easy actually just to get this done. Dustin primarily will use this setup for round baled hay, but it's working. It is working. And then yeah, like I say, we're going to try. I'm looking, I think, just for speed at some point to get some contractors in to come and help with the spreading of muck from the beef cattle. I want to get that taken care of, so we'll have to see about that. There we go. Because a few of these fields really need a little bit of help now that we're in a position that we can get going. Now it's been all mown off there, and we've got the first crop off here, which could have been worse, but we did get slurry on here when it was early spring, just to give it a good chance to really crack on there. So that was a huge help. But as you can see, there's a lot of tracks in here. All things that we can really look into, just lifting through with a sword lifter, and of course we had to bring a lot of extra stuff in to try and get the tractor out of the sinkhole there, which we managed. And up we go, down we go. Oh, losing the belt. So yeah, we'll get these ones all stacked up here, and then we're going to head back on over to the yard, have a look at what's going on over there. We've got a return of a good friend over there, and we will see what's next up for the day. So we'll see you very soon. All right, so in this shed here at the moment there, we've got around about 70, I'd say probably 75 bales, give or take, of which each bale has 14 smaller bales inside of it. So it's not looking bad for a starting point. Like I say, we're always looking to get at least one more cut across most of our grassland. Let me just make sure that, yeah, that looks okay. So plenty more bales to come. And then, yeah, we'll get an option there. We've got a few people lined up there for distribution and also just buyers coming forward, which is good. So we'll keep on the lookout for more of those where we can. And hopefully we'll be, yeah, we'll have a good customer base building up over the time there, because that's what's important here. But yeah, this land needs a little bit of attention. And we'll get there. We'll get it all set up right. It's going to take a little bit of time. World wasn't built in a day after all there. And we will, yeah, we'll start to reap the rewards from that. This field on our left here, this was one of the first that we actually baled. So that and the meadow field are clearly up next for cutting. I just need to decide what we're going to do with those, if it's going to be hay. The meadow field looks like it's going to be better quality for hay, and then we might make that the field we've just gone past into a bit more grass silage as well. Or maybe do half grass, half hay, but we'll see. Around we go. We need to do a bit of work on these fences at some point, I think, just to make it a bit more accessible for a trailer. And away we go back up to the yard. Beautiful day here. It is mid-June. Everything's coming along very nicely. Beautiful dry weather at the moment, which is good. Still in need of a little bit of rain just to help things finish off on our cereal crops at least. But you know, I think we're due a little bit soon, so hopefully that will be sufficient. And we can get ourselves ready to go. Like I say, next job up for us today is sinkholes. And we need to see what that looks like for us to be able to get that all taken care of. So that's going to be a mission upon itself there, really. I'm hoping that the stone that we've got from when we were clearing out the new yard area, I hope that's going to be enough. Certainly we'll fill that up there anyway. And we can see. Watch out, doggo. And what we'll do is just swing on in there and have a look anyway. And then we have our 5470 back. The Massey has made a return and it's looking good for it as well. Main things that we have to look into with this tractor, we're going to have to move it now actually. There was a few bits of small damage around the front linkage there, but it was really the front end that took a lot of the pounding. There was a few things that we had to adjust on there, and then it knocked the tracking out as well. So we got that all done, but yeah, it's looking good. I'm amazed that we didn't do too much more damage to the bodywork on the front end here as well, but I think had we not have had the front linkage on, we may well have seen that occur. So yeah, looking okay for that. Now I need to get into here. We need to get this bucket. We're loading up that stone there, so let's move this away. And yeah, let's see. In second we go. Yeah, nice to have the second tractor back here as well. The 5S was a delight to have for a little bit there. Really was a nice tractor, but yeah, I want our own tractor back here. Let's leave you there for now. Now, I tried to get a hold of a friend of mine's dump trailer. He's using it at the moment, so we're going to have to use our grain trailer. We'll just go steady with it, really, and hopefully not cause any damage. But yeah, we are going to be loading stone in there, so don't want to rattle it around too much. But anyway, we'll just drop off the 3-point bale mount on the back, and then also swap our loader around. And then this tractor eventually is going to go into the sword lifter there as well, like I said, just to go and tackle those a few areas of interest. There we are. And yeah, so at the moment there, as the cattle are happy in keeping in the shade these days, actually, because the sun's getting quite intense on some of the afternoon heat. We still do have a bit of box muck that we want to shift from both of these, so I need to start looking into that and seeing how we're going to make that work. And I've got a few ideas coming along for getting this concrete ramp in place here as well. So these are all the things that we'll be looking to tackle sooner rather than later. Yard's not quite finished there. It's in a much better place than it was, of course. But yeah, we'll have to see where that goes. But for right now, at least, we'll just keep ticking along, see where we can get up to. And let's get some stone in this tractor so we can hopefully fill this sinkhole in. And yes, the end of a rather painful chapter to have gone through whilst making hay, but sometimes these things happen. Hello, sir. Do you like my trailer? It's a beaut, isn't it? Okay, through we go. Happy days. Yeah, this stone was all just kind of dug out the hillside. It's quite shaly on this hillside here, and I think they just filtered it through when we had our with the bucket on there. We're just able to filter it all out there and grade it all out with a riddle bucket, and we're looking good. Ooh, this is a heavy load. Good lord. All right, we're gonna need to go and find that rear weight first. So we have our weight on the back there, but my word, are we still a bit front end heavy. So we're just gonna have to take this carefully here, and easy does it. We'll slowly get everything lifted up. Away we go. Ooh, we've got a problem. We've got a problem. Remember when I said we'll go slowly? Anyway, so that's the first one done at least. This is a 1.5 ton weight block on the back of this tractor. Tractor itself is probably around about 6.5 tons. It's not the biggest in the world, but good lord, yeah, it just does not like lifting the stone, that's for sure. But yeah, we'll take our time. We'll get this loaded up here, and we can get this into this problematic sinkhole of ours, and hopefully, well, we'll have to take it careful. I might have to just tip it on the side of the sinkhole there and get down, and then we can gradually and slowly move everything into where it needs to go. So that's what our next step will be. Perfect. Oh wow, where'd you come from, sir? Everyone likes my trailer today. Hope everything is going well wherever you are, and whatever you're getting up to, as always, do let us know. Would love to hear. And then, yeah, let us know if you're working in the neighborhood, or if you'd like to see anything else from the farm here as well. Within the confines of what we do. Excuse me, sir, you're gonna have to move. I'll be really interested to know. I'm gonna have a chat with this gentleman to see why they're not moving. We'll get the rest of this trailer loaded up, and then we will take you down to the field and hopefully see if we can get this tipped in. Alright, and so Random Strange Man has been dealt with, and we can slowly take our way down to the field. We're going to take a not full load here, because there's a lot of weight stone in that trailer, so we'll take our time, about 3/4 full, and then yeah, we'll just, if we need to do more loads, then we'll do exactly that. But for right now, at least, easy does it. We'll just take our time. Like I say, hopefully this will fill all over there. Will we be bothering with reseeding this patch? It's unlikely, but we'll, you know, we'll see what it looks like when it's all filled in. The main thing is that we get that hole filled in, so nothing else happens there in the future, and hopefully that's the only one that will appear in this area as well, because that was less than ideal. But yeah, you never know, strange things happen, as we can well attest to there, and we'll just have to keep an eye on them. But for now, at least, this is the last little job that we'll do here until the contractors come in, and then we'll get the sword lifting done after that. I'm not going to do that before they arrive, if only for the fact that it's going to undo any of the compaction that we remove. Because they're going to be running over everything with slightly bigger tractors, I would assume. So we need to figure out when that's going to be and what that looks like. It's great to see our OC rape now flowering, looking well. It won't be long to have to get the combine out and start to think about servicing that over either. So we'll see what that looks like in probably next few weeks, actually. Now, in we come. Loop it around this side as well. Perfect. Now the only frustration with this field is that there's no gate on this corner yet, which I might look to bring in so we don't have to keep going up to the buildings. But it's only a minor point, I suppose, there. We can see, though. Because yeah, what we're gonna have to look into do now is just a little bit of a 3-point turn. Spin ourselves around, get ourselves in nice and square and straight, and then yeah, we're just gonna get this tip. That'll be us for the day, really. Nice and easy few things to do. Getting a few of the smaller jobs ticked off. Nice to have all the hay in the barn, as they say. And we're able to move on and focus on whatever might be next. Let us know, like I say, in the comments below if you've enjoyed this, and if you'd like to see anything else that we do on the farm here. We can bring you a bit more of an update. If you have any feedback, questions, or comments, leave them down below as well. And if you like this, don't forget to give us a subscribe, as I know it helps Simulation for the Nation out a lot. Until next time, though, I have been David. This has been the latest installment of the Tenant Farmer, and we will see you all in the next one. Till then, as I approach this sinkhole to probably just tip this on the side, we'll see you in the next one. Till then, do stay safe, enjoy what you're doing as always, and we'll catch you later.